welcome to BWI. It's that time again, and it is time for the SmackDown Live review. So let's get this started. And right away, you see right now in the ring, you see the Hype Bros, the Vaudevillains, the Ascension, the American Alpha. The Usos. You see them all the tag teams, as well as the women's division. All 6 lady competitors. Well, the ones who aren't suspended. You see all of them there, and they're all standing there waiting for Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon to come out, because they were mentioning throughout the day that they were going to debut some new titles, and everyone, of course, already knew what they were. It was the Tag Team Championships, which you can see right there, and the Women's Championship, which you'll see in a bit where the cameraman's standing. And Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon will go on to talking about them, and so yeah, they announced a couple matches for Backlash. Anyways, though, the tag team division, as you can see here, the tag team title's a bit closer. I'll show them at the end of the video, like both titles and close-ups. But anyways, I like them. I actually kind of like them. Got a favorable reaction from the crowd, better than the reaction of the Universal Championship. But anyways, Daniel Bryan went on to announcing a 18-man tournament, because Heath Slater actually showed up. Very funny. And he wanted a contract, of course, and he wanted to compete for the tag titles, which he got himself a partner, Rhino, so it's going to be that. Anyways, moving on to the women's division, Daniel Bryan would announce that the women's title will be contested in a 6 women's match, a 6-man, 6-pack challenge at Backlash. And here are 2 of the competitors of it, starting off the action for the night. Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. The match was fairly good, fairly good opener. Becky Lynch targeted the arm of Alexa. Alexa got a little bit of offense in as well, and it was a fairly good match. As you see Natty right there. She was at commentary talking about how her and Naomi were there, talking about how they were gonna win the title. So they're trying to solidify themselves as well. Anyways, the match had Becky going over and taking finally a good fought win. Interesting to see who will become the champ. Moving on, we got the first tag team match of the night in the tag team tournament. The Usos versus the Ascension, in a match that I didn't really pay that much attention to. But the feud I will be paying attention to, because it seems that WWE and the SmackDown creative team and Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan are all going for an Usos versus American Alpha feud, which I don't really mind. The Usos, of course, ended up winning and celebrating with the tag title, saying that it's gonna go to them. And on Talking Smack, which I saw, and it was it was pretty good, because they were talking about how they're the greatest tag team in all of WWE, and American Alpha thinks as well. So we're probably gonna get that match at Backlash. Up next, AJ Styles would go on to talking about Cena and how he's the new face that runs the place after he beat him at SummerSlam. And as you saw, when he walked down the ramp, he took the headband that Cena left in the ring. There it is, the armband, and put it on himself, mocking Cena and mocking the WWE Universe, saying that, I'm the new face that runs the place and no one's going to compare to me. I deserve the title, he would go on to, try to say. But another man who thinks he deserves a title, or another title shot at least, is Dolph Ziggler. He would come out and try to get in something before Daniel Bryan was forced to make a match for the main event. AJ Styles versus Dolph Ziggler, which if Dolph won, there would be a triple threat at Backlash. AJ won, AJ would face Dean Ambrose, and yeah, more on that later. Interesting. It was pretty interesting. Pretty cool. And the main event was awesome. Next, Carmella versus Nikki Bella. It was Nikki Bella's SmackDown Live debut and/or return, to her singles competition. And the fans gave her another thunderous reaction, and Nikki came in strong to this. She returned as a face. It's always the same thing with the Bella twins: face, heel, face turn, heel turn. At like random times. But anyways, it started off with Nikki Bella getting an interview with Renee Young until Carmella decides to turn heel on Nikki Bella, and I gotta say, I like it. Even though we didn't get to see Nikki compete, Carmella as heel is way better than Carmella as face. Carmella as a heel got a reaction. Carmella as a face didn't really get a reaction, and it's sad because she went to New York, or Brooklyn, to where she's built from, and the crowd just, gave a better reaction to Nikki, and yeah, she would attack her, and it was pretty cool. And if you saw Talking Smack again, Carmella would attack Nikki, and but Nikki before that would call Carmella a bootlegged Nikki Bella, but yeah, Carmella and Nikki. That actually seems like a pretty good feud. Anyways, Carmella would leave the exclamation point on Nikki by hitting her with the Bella Buster, and she walked out on top. She made an a statement going against the longest reigning Divas champion of all time. Interesting to see how this plays out at Backlash. Up next, Randy Orton would go on to talk about the situation at SummerSlam with him and Brock Lesnar. He was talking about it, and he was there, mentioning some things until none other than Bray Wyatt would come out, and then he was on the receiving end on some words for Randy. He was trying to talk himself up, being the same mysterious dark Bray Wyatt. It seems that we're gonna get a Randy versus Bray Wyatt feud, so that's pretty cool. Pretty interesting. Up next, the second tag team match of the tag team tournament, American Alpha versus Brie Xango. And as I had mentioned earlier, they're trying to go for a Usos versus American Alpha feud and match at Backlash. So it's pretty self-explanatory who ended up winning this match, and that was none other than American Alpha. So I'm pretty excited to see how this works out. I gotta say that the Usos are gonna elevate them, and they're gonna make the Usos look great. Finally, the main event, and I'm not gonna have too many pictures of the main event here, but anyways, it was AJ Styles versus Dolph Ziggler, which I had explained earlier. Should the Dolph won, he would go on to be in a triple threat with AJ and Dean at Backlash for the WWE Championship. But if he lost and AJ won, it would just be AJ versus Dean, and AJ ended up winning. The match was pretty great. It was a pretty great match. All of SmackDown Live actually seemed pretty solid. It was nice. I liked it. I liked it way better than Raw. And I gotta say that SmackDown is leaning in the right direction with Backlash. It seems that they're really already doing a great role. They're not trying to just stay on the fact, that they're not just trying to keep the same feud from SummerSlam going. They see the one of the biggest pay-per-views, and that's when your feud should end, and that's what they're doing. They're starting new feuds here, and that's pretty great. Anyways, I don't know if I said it, but AJ Styles ended up winning. So Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles. Dean Ambrose was in commentary also, as you can see, and he would stare down AJ. Both of them would stare down each other at the end of the match, and that's basically how SmackDown ended. He got up, he got down from the ring and went to Dean, and I never noticed how much taller Dean was from AJ, but wow, But anyways, yeah. I gotta say, overall, SmackDown was a pretty good show, as I had mentioned earlier. We had something new, we had some blind sides, we had some, different stuff. My only complaint is, I feel like Carmella probably should have attacked Nikki after the match. I feel like they should have had the match first, and then Carmella should have turned on Nikki after. But other than that, pretty solid show. A minus, or B plus. B plus B. Anyways, here are the tag team championships. Anyways, that's it for this video though. But anyways, let me leave you with some pictures of the championships as they're running along now. Anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Here's the women's championship, and until next time, see you later. Bye.